Hello friends, party people. Yes, we are doing another anti-makeup haul. You're welcome. I feel like it's time, once again, to shed some light on some products and brands who are ripping you off and hopefully make you smarter consumers, because let's face it, we're kind of dumb. So like I said, it's 11:30 at night and my husband's in bed, so I can't get loud and obnoxious like I normally do, but don't worry, we're still gonna rant, just on a lower volume level. I'll just talk up to the microphone like this. So I've composed a list of 10 products that I will not be purchasing, and they just so happen to be all palettes. I feel like palettes are the most notorious for being ridiculously priced and just a rip-off, and I can kind of rationalize a lot of other things, but palettes, I can't do it. So product number 1 is the ABH Soft Glam Palette. This is one of those things I've kind of gone back and forth with. Like, some days I want to buy it just to try it and just do a review over it. And then there are days like today where I'm just like, you know what? No. And maybe I'll break down and decide to buy this at some point. Like, this isn't like a complete no-go for me. So here's the thing that I don't like about Anastasia. They reuse shadows and repeat shadows so much. You know, most of the time when a brand comes out with a new palette, they come out with all new shades. Anastasia just reuses the same shades over and over, and they'll throw in a few that you haven't seen together. But my biggest thing with this palette is that it's just very uninspiring. I've seen a lot of people do tutorials and stuff with this, and I haven't seen one that's really caught my eye, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so different. I love that. So number 2 is the Natasha Denona Tropic Eyeshadow Palette. This would not be an anti-makeup haul without some Natasha Denona palette, without me bashing Natasha Denona at least a little bit. So this mofo right here, this right here is $129. Who needs that high quality of a shadow? I mean, when is good enough? I don't know where she gets her ego. Yes, they're pretty to look at. This is probably a very beautiful palette to like play with and swatch and stuff. I feel like all these brands lately have been kind of getting more into like the pops of color and like the very artsy, vibrant color kind of theme. And the thing is, most people don't know how to work with these kind of shades, because here's the thing, this might be pretty for the first week, and then you would toss it to the side and get bored with it. You would kind of run out of inspiration. There's only so much you can do with this. Number 3 is a Jeffree Star Blood Sugar Palette. Now, you will never see a Jeffree Star product on my channel. I will not support him. But my biggest problem with this, aside from the fact that you're supporting a super douche, that bottom row is the exact same shade. There's a slight variation in them, but I feel like they would look the exact same on the eyes. And the first and second row, what's up with that? Like, these are the ugliest, like most dull shadows I've ever seen. And I don't know if maybe it's just the way it's arranged. Maybe if it was arranged differently, it would look better. Number 4. Oh my God, I'm so tired of freaking unicorns. And I actually even got a comment for someone saying that they were unsubscribing because they loved unicorns. Really? Too Faced has come out with yet another unicorn collection. I swear, I thought we were past it. Like, I thought we left unicorns in 2017. This is a perfect example of a brand capitalizing on the trends. And I know that's what they all do. Obviously, that's what you do to sell stuff, but this is seriously capitalizing on packaging. That's it. I'm just so over this cutesy rainbow unicorn crap, because Too Faced is an adult brand, okay? The people that are buying Too Faced are most likely adults, and they're appealing to us like we're children. Why do we buy into it? I remember when I was a kid seeing like iridescent, rainbow packaged, like crazy colors like this that weren't wearable whatsoever. Like, you would never see an actual adult wear it. You would never see your mom wear it. But now all of a sudden it's a trend and we buy into it. So number 5 is the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat Palette. So this is $29 and you get 6 shades. I feel like nowadays paying $30 for a palette with 6 shadows, what are you thinking? So I could see someone saying, okay, well, that's all I need. That's all I need in a palette. I like the shades, whatever. Even if you buy a palette, say from Morphe or from Kylie Cosmetics or anybody, like every affordable brand has a big palette now with like 30 or 35 shades or whatever. Even if you do buy those palettes and you don't use every shade in them, it's still a price thing. Like, you're still paying a lot less for a lot more. So, you know, you may not think you're gonna use them, but when you have it in front of you, you might. Next up is the Becca Ocean Jewels Eyeshadow Palette. So this is $35 and you get 7 shades. What the fudge? But the worst part about this is the shade selection. Who did this? Who are you? Come forward. Who is the creative director behind putting this nasty looking palette together. I mean, this is the ugliest palette that I've seen in a very long time. So product number 7 is the Pat McGrath Mothership 4 eyeshadow palette, which is another whopping $125 for 10 eyeshadows. So Pat McGrath is another one of those that everyone says, oh, the formula's so good, blah, blah, blah. Again, why do you need such a great formula? You're just an everyday consumer going to work. Like, why do you need it? To me, these look like they're all shimmer, so you get no mattes in here. You can't even create an entire look with this little stupid palette. And there's no cohesion. I mean, who is sitting around and saying, oh, that one's pretty, that one's pretty, that one's pretty? Like, who is picking out these shadows to put on the eyes at once? Product number 8, I'm actually throwing a couple of products in here just to put under the same heading, and that is the new Kylie Cosmetics Storm palettes. She's got the Calm Before the Storm and then the Eye of the Storm. And before you comment saying, oh, she named those palettes after her daughter, she just had a baby, she's a new mom. We're not talking about where the inspiration for the name came from. We're talking about the actual shadows. Okay, let's talk about Calm Before the Storm, okay? This makes me physically ill. Whew, I'm getting sick. So I see what she's trying to do with this. She's got all mattes on top and all shimmers on the bottom, and she's like paired them up vertically to match and like coincide, I guess. But how would you wear this? Like, I know I'm not very artsy and I will fully own that, but what would you do with it? And then let's talk about Eye of the Storm. This one, what is it? What is this? What are these shadows? You got a yellow, a olive green, a silver, a black, an indigo, a brown. I mean, these are just all over the place. I just don't understand who's putting these together for her, because they need to be fired. If it's not her, which I'm sure it's not, I mean, let's get serious. Okay, product number 9. Are we just on number 9? Have I miscounted somewhere? Okay, we're gonna say we're on number 9, but that is the Kylie Jenner Blue Honey palette. This is $38. I forgot to mention the other ones, the Storm palettes, they were $40. So this is $38 and you get 9 shadows, and the whole theme right now is pairing blues with browns, and you know, like pops of blue here, pops of blue there. But once again, it's just very dull. Like, that's just a going theme so far in 2018. Like, everything just looks so dull and uninspiring. I don't know what you would do with this aside from the common sense of like putting together the browns and the golds and stuff. But how would you, it's just ugly. And what's so funny is that with the eye look that they have pictured below the swatches and stuff, I'll put it over here. I'm pretty sure it's just using the 2 teal shades and that's it. Like, they don't even know how to pair it with everything else on the palette. So the last product that we have to bash is the Too Faced White Peach Eyeshadow Palette. This is $45. I can see where they're going with it. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to create a cool tone palette. I don't know, again, if it's just the way it's set up, the way they've got it organized in the palettes, it doesn't speak to me. I feel like this could have been done so much better. I feel like this could have been the cool tone palette to start 2018. And it's just missing something. I can't figure out what it is. I hope Makeup Struggles does a video where she edits this palette and kind of, you know, puts in what she thinks could have made it better. It just doesn't do it for me. So that is it for yet another anti-makeup haul. I wish I had more to talk about than palettes, but palettes are just something that get under my skin and just really piss me off. So leave me a comment telling me which products you are pissed off about and what you're not buying, because I feel like we all need to be reassured that we don't have to buy every single new release. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. I have a little button right there. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Mwah.